Welcome back to the North Texas Dynasty in College Football 26. How are we doing, everyone? It is Steve, and welcome back to year 2. We are coming off of our first loss of the season at Texas. Unfortunately, we did bring junior year Arch Manning to overtime, but we weren't able to get the job done. We are still one of these smaller Texas schools, but that was a great test to see how far this team has come. We are still below Texas, Texas A&M, and Texas Tech. But when it comes to all other Texas schools, I think we got them beat. UTEP, Texas State, whatever fucking else. I think we are the best of the little schools, but we are still an American Conference school, and today we get to play a new addition to the American Conference. It's the UConn Huskies, a team that is independent in real life, but so far in this season, they are 3-0, off to a hot start, and they're going to be playing this game at home. I believe this is our first conference game in year 2. We have already played Rice, so we are still undefeated in American Conference play. Someone's going to drop their first conference game today, either us or the Huskies. Let's get it underway and see how this team looks off of a loss. Freshman quarterback Bryce Baker struggled against an SEC team. Never seen competition like that before. Can he bounce back today? That's going to be helpful. Avion Carter in the backfield getting his first sack of the day, and it'll bring up 3rd and 9 for the Huskies at midfield. Here comes the shotgun. Snap it, he's there again! Avion Carter! What a monster way to start this game. He gets 2 sacks to get UConn off the field, and out comes Bryce Baker. Had some good moments last week, but ultimately did end up throwing a game-losing interception. Here is Glenn Bell, who's going to pick up the first down. He is our first 4-star commit that we brought in playing the tight end position. He brings up a first down right there. Seth McGowan, our best player in terms of overall, coming in at 88, is going to get a nice gainer there on the screen. Seth McGowan, the transfer from Kentucky, gonna pick up a massive gain right there into UConn territory. Baker by himself, gonna take a shot deep. It's a green bean! And number 85, Glenn Bell, not able to hang on, but a beautiful throw there from number 17, Bryce Baker. He's going to go right back to Chaz Nimrod, number 84. That's our South Florida transfer who dominated us in a loss last year. He's now with us, and that is a easy walk-in touchdown for Seth McGowan, leading the team in touchdowns this year. It is a quick 7-0 lead in the first quarter for North Texas. Back on defense. That is going to be an open miss on 3rd down. That punt is coming right back to us. And you probably already know what's happening if you watch this channel. Why are they pressing Talon Shetatron? It's an orange. He's going to create separation, and it's dropped in the breadbasket. That is Megatron right there. And that gets us right back to 1st and goal. Baker from the shotgun at Shetatron, down at the 1. 4th and goal. And as you can see here, we are not kicking 3 from the 1. QB blast, the mobile. Bryce Baker is going to tiptoe his way in, essentially untouched. And that is something I want to experiment with more, because Baker's got like 87 speed, I think. We could definitely utilize that QB blast. Baker creating space from the shotgun. That one's going to be jumped. Aggressive, unneeded pass right there. Rookie freshman mistake. And that is going to be the first turnover of the day for Bryce Baker. Out comes UConn. Going man here on 3rd and 3. Trying to get them off the field. They have moved the ball very well this drive. Here comes the scrambling ability from number 6. That's going to be taken down inside goal to go range. Great play there from UConn's quarterback. Heads up play, and here comes the shotgun snap. Inside handoff, he's got the blocks, and the North Texas defense is going to give up one there. 14-7, looking to respond here on the road. Less than 2 minutes left in this first half. 3rd down. Baker is going to have number 86, Braden Pagan, another transfer. I think he's wide receiver 4 or 5 on this roster. Makes a big grab there. 2nd and 8 from the Husky logo. Here is RB2. Terrell Washington's got a beautiful set of blocks. Terrell Washington takes it all the way. Nothing but green grass in front of him, and North Texas gets an easy one right there. A perfectly executed screen pass, and 2 of our running backs have touchdowns on the day. UConn with 20 seconds left in this first half is going to have a nice dime right there. They're going to use a timeout, trying to get as much as they can here to possibly set up a field goal before halftime and make this deficit a little smaller. He scrambled once. Where are we going? The missed tackle from the linebacker. That will be UConn's last timeout, but the scramble ability is getting UConn on the board, having trouble containing their quarterback scramble. This field goal is up, and this field goal sneaks in the bottom right corner. UConn at home is going to go into half, down 21-10. North Texas would receive. Baker from the shotgun's got a wide open Glenn Bell. Glenn Bell proving to be an effective impact player already. Baker with 2:05 on the game. 1st and 10, inside Husky territory from the shotgun. Baker has a wide open man, and he's gonna miss him. Overthrown, a free touchdown. We gotta hit those, and that is the big concern for Bryce Baker as we do tack on another Seth McGowan touchdown, continuing to lead the team in touchdowns. He's got 2 today, but Baker has all the potential in the world, but he's got to hit the easy ones. That one right there is easy, and UConn refusing to go away as I'm yapping about QB1. A 35-10 deficit quickly wiped, 35-17. Not completely out of it, 28-17, my correction. From the shotgun, Baker wanting to put the cap on this one, put it away. That one's a green bean, and when he hits those, you know him and Shetatron and Chaz Nimrod have no problem getting the ball down the field. If Bryce Baker is this good as a freshman competing with Texas, what is he going to look like as a sophomore, junior, senior? As Samaje Burrell, we convinced him not to transfer, and that is going to be a user lurk right there. UConn trying to get some momentum, shut that shit down real quick. Terrell Washington, walk-in touchdown from the shotgun. And these running backs are helping Bryce Baker a lot as well, because they are honestly just as big a threat as our passing game, which is obviously very dynamic. From the shotgun, 3rd and 5, 42-24, just putting the cap on this one for funsies. That is Chaz Nimrod, the South Florida transfer, and North Texas is going to get out of UConn with a dominant win, a conference win, a 21-point fourth quarter, and that is a worthy welcome to the American Conference for the UConn Huskies. Bryce Baker putting up a crazy good stat line. Love to see it from the true freshman, and that is how we are going to improve to 3-1. Pretty good stats there from Baker. Terrell Washington with a great game. Seth McGowan with 2 touchdowns. Bryce Baker with a rushing touchdown. And we also had 3 passing touchdowns as well. I mean, just touchdowns to go around. 49 points. Where did they come from? You're looking at it right here. Defense also played pretty solid. Giving up 24 points, not incredible, but with how much time of possession they were on the field, you can't really blame them. We move on. We got a second straight conference game against the Army Black Knights, and I'll be honest with y'all. When it comes to the American Conference, if we're not out of here this season, I will guarantee you we're going to put in someone better than Army. We got rid of Navy last year. Army, I might just be talking shit, but Army just runs the triple option, and it is so easy to stop. If you just score a couple times, that's all you have to do. They have a good defense, but if you just score a couple times, they are one of the easiest teams to stop from scoring. So let's see how this one goes in the all-black uniforms. Gotta embarrass the military here from the shotgun. Bryce Baker wasting no time, no hesitation. It's Talon Shetatron down the field. A 50-yard bomb to start the day. And North Texas, 3rd and 7 within striking distance. Back to Shetatron on the out. Shetatron single-handedly getting us down the field here. And on 2nd and 3, number 17, Bryce Baker, Seth McGowan for the millionth time this season. Touchdown number 20. One of our best transfers of all time. I guess we've only had one transfer class. 1st and 10. Not even going to show Army's clips. They did not get a first down. There's going to be Miles Coleman on the drag. Miles Coleman, the junior, had him on the squad last season, one of our few returning players. And that's going to be all your highlights from the first quarter. Like I said, Army, you can't necessarily run up the score on them, but 3 passing yards, 3 rushing yards. Let's get freaking for real. They're averaging a yard a play. I want to have fun conference games, and I'll take a free dub. I will 100% take a free dub, but I just go into this game knowing I'm going to win. Miles Coleman, easy, down the field, close to midfield. 2nd and 12 here. Once again, the defense, you can't just score on them, but the offense isn't going to do shit, and Talon Shenatron's got an open field, wide open green bean. That's going to get up into Army territory, and like I said, their defense isn't bad. They're going to stop us, and we're going to take 3 here. Here comes the accuracy. What a beautiful kick. Perfect accuracy and power right down the middle. North Texas is going to go up 10-0. 2nd and 8. Just to show y'all what I've been talking about. This has been the entire game. Play action. Sack! Where are you going? You didn't even plan on throwing the ball. You were going to try to run. 3rd and 11. Oh my goodness. What is this boo-boo-ass formation? Single back. Takes the snap. They're going to fake it. Oh, and it's a sack! In the backfield, Jalen Durgan, the senior, another one of our returning players from last year, made a huge impact in our playoff run. Baker, gonna have Glenn Bell wide open. Baker, gonna get us deeper into Army territory, trying to put up 17 on the U.S. Army. Baker, making it his mission. That's gonna be Miles Coleman on the drag down at the 1-yard line, the junior speedster, and on the 1-yard line. This guy is minus 400 odds to score a touchdown on any given week. Put Seth McGowan in your anytime TD parlay. He will find a way. He's 8 rushes, 16 yards. 2 yards a carry, but 2 touchdowns. And he has all of our points other than a field goal. There's another sack, and it's a fumble on the field. And North Texas is going to have it. 47 seconds left in the half. Avion Carter having a video. He's going to get the celebration. That's a little sus, no diddy. Baby oil. And here comes the shotgun snap from Bryce Baker. Shotgun. Plenty of time. He's going to try and thread the needle. Chaz Nimrod goes up and gets it. What a snag. You've got to be kidding me. Insane play right there. 4th and 2 for Army, deeper in the second half, down 24. Once again, I don't think they've crossed midfield. Shedatron is our punt returner. Naturally, joystick, gonna get some highlights. Can he find the end zone? Beats the punter. He's chased down after covering half the field. Here is 1st and 10. Bryce Baker wants to take advantage of the Shedatron machine. Cha-ching. Going up 31-0. If we sweep conference play this year, if we go 8-0 in conference play and win back-to-back conference championships, we might just buy our ticket out of the American Conference. So far, things are looking dominant. 31-3 is your final score. Army probably going to get sent to like the Mountain West. I'm not gonna lie. Bryce Baker, great game. 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Once again, that Army defense, they're not bad. 2 touchdowns from McGowan, but keep your eye on Terrell Washington, man. He is outgaining in yards per play Seth McGowan. I like his speed more. There's like an 8 overall difference between them, but keep your eye on Terrell Washington to get some more work later down the line. He's been awesome. Samaje Burrell with a sack, leading the defense, doing great work. And now we got our final game of the video, and it's a good one. Western Kentucky, the dynasty from last season. I decided to make them the last non-conference game of our schedule, and Western, they're not the same. Brian Bridge is the quarterback, 75 overall. Christian Boyce, I don't recognize a lot of these names. And mad unfortunate for the receivers, KD Hutchison, one of the best receivers in our dynasty, is going to be hurt for this game. So we don't get to see him. We're just visiting the alma mater. Head coach Stevie Bawlz returning to his home where he brought 6 national championships to the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. And now he's with a new squad. Potential revenge spot for both of these teams. Non-conference game, but Western, without the guidance of head coach Stevie Bawlz, they have fallen off. They are 1-3 on the year. That's typically not how Western does it. We are one of the better teams when it comes to Conference USA in real life in general. So we got to come out, establish some dominance. It's our last non-conference game, last game that doesn't really matter before we are fully delved in to the meat of Season 2 in American Conference play. And we got our funky-ass uniforms. Let's go to Bowling Green, Kentucky, to the Houch, and show head coach Stevie Bawlz he made the right decision coming to North Texas. You know we don't play around. 4th and 1 on our opening drive. Baker, we're going for it. Stadium is pulsing from the shotgun. Wide open. Talon Shanatron! My goodness, he's going to have one of those in every game. 1st and 10. Baker. Glenn Bell, wide open. Glenn Bell's got the first touchdown of the day. Our first 4-star recruit. Essentially our Monty Rourke of the series. That was our first 4-star recruit in the Western Kentucky dynasty. But a quick 7-0 lead. Of course, Katie Hutchison out for the game. Mad unfortunate. And really unfortunate for WKU, because this game turned into a bully fest incredibly fast. 1st and 10. That's going to be a pick thrown straight to the defender. Is that Burrell again? No. Number 35 right there bringing that one home. And it would be 3rd and 5 for Bryce Baker. 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to scramble out. He's going to wait for the play to develop. He's going to take a sack. Had multiple slants open there. The freshman panics. And it's okay. We'll take our 3. But you would have liked to score a touchdown right there. 10-0 on the road. Still a dominating game so far. Still in the first quarter. Here is Bridge from the shotgun. Sending a man in motion. Takes the snap. Looking for the quick game. It's going to be chasing outside. He's going to try and get away. And it is Ethan Willisowski who is going to get the sack right there. Getting our offense back on the field. 1st and 10. Baker. No one is near Chaz Nimrod. He is naked. Green bean throw. And he is gone. It doesn't get much more free than that. 17-0 here in the first quarter. Western Kentucky at a loss for words. Bridge, shotgun. Oh, he's going to go down again. That's 2 sacks there in the first quarter. There's Big Red. Not sure why he's dancing. Doesn't look too good right now. -10 rushing yards for the Hilltoppers. 50 passing yards. Can't be too mad. But the Mean Green are averaging almost 15 yards a play. That's pretty incredible right there. Moving on to the second quarter. Bridge, back out on the field. 3rd and 10. North Texas, going to take time. And Hilltopper fans, close your eyes. Another sack. There is Jaden Williams, the sophomore. Can't wait to see what he develops into. And on 3rd and 6, we wouldn't even score again, but it doesn't matter. It's Ethan Willisowski. That's going to be a 4th sack, and this defense is stringing together some plays. Once again, our offense isn't just this incredible unit. It's really our defense that is setting us up, because we get stopped. We're going to take another 3. It's 20-0. Can we tack on some more before the first half ends? 3rd and 7. Bridge. Oh, my goodness. Just get rid of it. It's Sam Darnold seeing ghost. Avion Carter again having a massive impact on this game. 4th and inches. Western Kentucky. Brian Bridges. Oh, my goodness. Just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. Turnover on downs for WKU. Still in it. Still only down 3 touchdowns. Bryce Baker. Oh my goodness. Seth McGowan on the angle route runs into the referee. It's a huge gainer right there out of the backfield. Baker with 233. He's got an interception in pretty much every game, but other than that, he is doing really well. 1st and goal. McGowan. Can he put the cap on this one? It's a Seth McGowan touchdown. -600 odds. And that's how that one is going to come to a close. 30-13 points Western Kentucky would score in the 4th. And it's Bryce Baker bringing home another Discover Player of the Game. North Texas will finish non-conference play at 3-1 with a loss to the University of Texas. Everyone else has been beaten. We are improving to 5-1 going into full conference play. And we are halfway through year 2 already, trying to get back into the top 25, into the American Conference Championship, and back into the college football playoffs. Thank you guys for watching. This team's starting to come together, but those are some easy games. We got some challenging teams down the road to play. Love y'all.